Bottom one here, we're scoreless. It's Laredo versus NASA Green. Jeff first gets the start on the bump today for the NASA Green All-Star team. Yesterday he pitched pretty well. He gave up 2 runs, but that was not his fault. A couple errors in the field by Pete Skol at shortstop and Jordan Robinette at third allowed 2 runs to come in. 3-2 pitch. Scorching fly ball. That will be down the right field line, and it's caught by Blake Talley. Nice play there by Blake Talley as his hat falls off in right field for out number 3. No runs scored here in the bottom of the second. The score remains 6-0 in favor of NASA Green. Skol not using his bat. That looks like that's Jeff First's bat. The 2-1 pitch in the Skol. That's drilled in the right center field. That won't be caught. And that hits the fence on a hop as well as Skol rounds first, heads to second. Blake Talley comes in the score. Score now 10-0 as a throw gets by the cutoff man, and Skol dives in the third for a triple. And like we were saying early on Jeff First's slide, Skol went in head first, and it was a slip and slide there for him as well, as he had only his foot on the bag after that slide there. But now the score is 10-0, a double for Skol, and he advanced the third on the error by the cutoff man. That was Brant Boone in the outfield. So the count is now 2-2, 2 outs here. Top 3, 11-0 the score. NASA Green leading over the Rain Outlaws. Rain, Louisiana, about 30 minutes out of here. NASA Green had to take a 3.5 hour trip to get here. And I'm sure they're happy that they took the trip, leading 11-0 right now. 2-2 pitch. Drill down the left field line, and it's fair. Nice hit there by Sweeney as Jeff First comes in the score. Sweeney rounds first, heads to second. He's in there for a stand-up double. Has pitched in 2 games, started 1, 4 innings pitched total with a 1.75 ERA. As that pitch is hit in the outfield. And nice diving catch there by Jeff First. Incredible acrobatic dive there by Jeff First in left center field. And he's feeling good on his 15th birthday today. Nice catch there by Jeff First in left center field on the nice shot there by Kutcher. Would have been a base hit if Jeff First didn't lay out for that one. Now, Cade Fisher, he's made a couple nice plays at third base this All-Star season. One game against Deer Park that they would have lost if he didn't make this catch. So he's been very stellar there at the third base position. He'll be up to bat first in the top of the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch by Robinette. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Arsenault sent down swinging for the second time today, as there's now 2 outs here for Jordan Robinette in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 gone, 12-0 the score in favor of NASA Green. Jordan Robinette, he's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a ground out to the second baseman. And he hits a sharp grounder to Will Arsenault at shortstop, bobbles off his chest, and Robinette not able to beat off the throw, but he does get an RBI. Cade Fisher comes in the score. That's run number 13 of the game for NASA Green. The 2-0 pitch. Hit in between the gap on the left side. Skol reaches safely as Colin Kerner comes in the score all the way from second base. 15-0 now. NASA Green leading here in the top of the 4th after the single there by Skol. Cream Rice Field, the 3-1 pitch. That's hit in the deep right field. The right fielder Albuquerque goes to the side and makes an incredible diving catch it right on the right field line for out number 1. That would have been extra bases for Blake Talley. So nice play out and right there by Albuquerque for out number 1 of this ball game at their respective bases. So it's a 1-0 count now on Garcia, the 1-0 pitch. That's a pop-up. And the left center field, Jeff First is under it, and he makes the catch. That's out number 3. Through 3, it's 6-0, NASA Green leading over Phipps Park. So it's an 0-1 count now on Blake Talley. Talley, he's 1 for 3 on the day as that pitch is hit on the right side. That's his spot. And the throw by the right fielder is in time to get Talley out at first. Talley was not hustling down the line as the right fielder, Albuquerque, was able to gun him out from right field. The runner on first is Nate Rodriguez. It's all up to Chapman here to keep this thing alive for the Phipps Park All-Star team. They're down 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. As that pitch is hit on the left side of Jordan Robinette, he fields it cleanly. The throw in time, game over. NASA Green holds on to win 6-2 after a late inning scare there by Phipps Park, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Had a runner aboard here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, but nonetheless, NASA Green holds on for the victory, 6-2. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks when NASA Green heads to the zone tournament in Youngsville, Louisiana. Thanks again for tuning in on your Tuesday night. NASA Green is the regionals champion as they beat Friendswood 9-8. Gage Whiteman, your KVRX Sports Player of the Game. Thanks for tuning in and drive home safe. So 1-0 count now on first. Runners on second and third. Blake Talley on third. Pete Skol on second. Jeff First at the plate first. He's batting .613 on the All-Star season with a .737 on-base percentage. So that pitch gets past the catcher, Daigle, as Talley is in the score. The first run of the tournament for the NASA Green All-Star team. 1-0 here in favor of NASA Green. They're jumping on early. One of the biggest problems Coach Guy Fisher has had with this team is getting them to wake up early enough to get ready for these games. They've always been sluggish in these early morning games, and this morning he had them up at 7 a.m. and got them here at the fields at around 8:30, which is 30 minutes ahead of time as the 2-0 pitch in the first. Gets the inside corner, strike one. And Coach Guy Fisher, he did not want them to be sluggish early. He had them here at the fields at 8:30. He had them going through BP as well as running some warm-ups on the field to get them ready for this game. And they look ready to pounce right now. The 2-1 pitch in the first, way outside, ball three. 3-1 count now on first. He's drawn 5 walks this All-Star season. One of the power hitters on this team will be playing center field today. 3-1 pitch in the first. Outside, ball 4. Another base runner for NASA Green. So runners on first and third, as that brings up Donovan Sweeney. Sweeney on the season, he's batting .391, with a .577 on base percentage. He has, 2 home runs on the All-Star season, 2 big home runs as well, both on the Deer Park fields. Runners on first and third. Sweeney fakes bunt in there for a strike as First steals second. Easily no throw by Daigle. So runners on second and third now for the Greenies. Donovan Sweeney digs in. He's got ducks on the pond. Skol takes a small lead off of third. Granger not holding him there. First on second. No one holding him there either. Pitch into Sweeney. In the dirt. Ball one. Well, I shouldn't say dirt. It's in the turf. There is no dirt here. It looks like dirt, but it's all turf in the infield, and it's all grass in the outfield. So 1-1 count now with the birthday boys on the bases. Jeff First on second, Pete Skol on third. 1-1 pitch. That's drilled in the right field. That will drop for a base hit. Skol's in the score from third. Jeff First held at third base. So the score is now 2-0 in favor of NASA Green.